Hey guys, Corey Garrison, Triple Diamond here with It Works Global. Today's video is going to be about Newbie to Ruby. Okay, taking you guys from the absolute awesomest moment in the world when you started your business. Congratulations to all of you for taking that first leap and showing you how to go from your starting point to your first milestone, which is going to be Ruby. So this is our Newbie to Ruby training. Got a little document here I'm going to read from and go over a couple of key points. Make sure that you guys rewatch this video. There's going to be a lot of information, but it's all useful. It's all helpful. Okay. The first thing is be a product of your product. Okay. What does that mean? Be a product of my product. What that means, guys, is use the wraps. Use the wraps. Use the fat fighters. Use the defining gel. Use the facials. Use the greens. Use these products. Love these products. Know these products. The excitement that's going to ooze out of you from using and loving these products, people are going to be able to pick up on that. And when they pick up on that, they're going to say, oh my God, like I have to get that too. Have your before and after pictures. Don't be afraid to show them. People aren't expecting you to go from a size 20 to a size 2 in one wrap. They just want to see progress. If it worked on you, then it can work on them. If you like it and you're excited about it, they want to know what it is. They want to like it. They want to get excited about it. So be a product of your product. That's the first rule, okay? The second one is understand your business, okay? You have to be a consultant and not a salesman. Okay, this position, this business that you started doesn't require for you to be a salesman. None of us are salesmen. Okay, all we are people that share a product. That's it. People, we basically respond to customer inquiries, I guess is a good way that you can say it. People want to know what it is, how does it work, how do you get it, what does it do, what about this, what about that. Just have conversations. It's not a sales pitch. You're not trying to get them to, buy into this or buy into that. Just share the product with them, and that will get you to that result that you want, whether it's them becoming a DT, becoming an LC. So just share it. The next goal I want to go over is absorb these following concepts that I'm going to give to you guys. Okay. First concept: commission qualified. Okay. An 80 BV auto shipment versus a qualified leg at 400 BV. Okay. So what that basically means, guys, is this. In order to be commission qualified, you can either run an 80 BV auto shipment, okay, so 80 BV or higher, okay, or you can have 400 in PBV, personal bonus volume, okay. So two ways to be commission qualified: run an 80 BV auto shipment or have 400 of PBV, personal bonus volume, okay? Very important point to know, okay? It's simple, but make sure that you fully understand that point. The next point would be next concept rather would be how to get loyal customers, okay? So I kind of touched on this a little bit when I told you guys to be consultants versus salesmen, but as far as acquiring loyal customers, the only thing that it is just sharing the product, letting people know what options they have. Hey, ma'am, sir, you can pay $99 for a box of wraps at retail, or you can pay $59 for a box of wraps with the loyal customer plan. It gives you up to 40% off. You get access to perk points. You are available to take advantage of the loyal customer referral program, on and on and on. So just know what that program is, okay? The next part, know about the distributor program. How to get distributors. What is a distributor? A distributor is just you. It's a person like yourself that wanted to make a little extra money and wanted to get free product. That's what a distributor is. So knowing how to acquire distributors basically comes down to the same conversation that you have with someone about becoming a loyal customer. Just tell them about the distributor opportunity as well. Hey, listen, ma'am, sir, you really like this. You really like the loyal customer plan. Did you know that you can make extra money by doing this? Did you know that you can be a rapologist or rap consultant? Well, let me tell you how. This is what we do, XXX, The next concept is going to be basic product knowledge, okay? No one is expecting you to know the fifth ingredient of thermofit and to know the exact ounce that one particular tablet weighs. They're not looking for you to know that. have basic knowledge, know what the wraps are, know that it's made out of a thin cloth applicator, know that the results, that you're going to continue to see results over the next 72 hours, know that, basic stuff, know a couple of ingredients that are in the wrap, know what the greens do, know how often to take them, know about the fat fighters, the thermal fit. Basic product knowledge, guys. They don't want you to be able to write the book on how the product works and, all this other stuff. They just want to know that you know what it is, you've tried it, and that this is going to help them with their particular issue. A great way to get some additional information is myitworksproductcoach.com. Okay, that website is freaking awesome. It's got like everything that you need. You click on a product, it tells you all the frequently asked questions, it gives you all the answers. You'll be like a product expert. Okay, so just know a basic amount of it, enough to have an intelligent conversation. If you need an extra reference point or an extra tool, go to myitworksproductcoach.com. It's pretty awesome. The next one is basic charting. Okay, you should be familiar with an executive chart and a Ruby chart at this point in time. You don't need to go and download an emerald chart, diamond, triple, double, ambassador, presidential. Save that. Don't wreck your brain, guys. Just know a basic chart. Okay, you're going to need to know. This is going to help you with your steps of success, but a basic chart is going to help for you to know where to line your business up at. Okay, so for an example, to be an executive, you need to be commission qualified, right? 80 BV auto shipment, 400 in personal bonus volume. You also need 2 distributors underneath of you who are at 400 BV each. And when you look at the charts, guys, they're going to have the little number of what they need underneath of them. So there'll be like a little gray box and it'll say 400 PBV right here. So just kind of know a basic knowledge of what that chart is, know where to find them at. You can find it in your document library located in your eSuite. Okay, you're also going to need to know how to get to 400, right? How does one get to 400 PBV? Good question. What you can do is really simple. Have an 80 BV auto shipment run, okay, and then get 1 skinny pack a week for a month. Get 400. Have an 80 BV auto shipment run and sell 2 boxes of wraps at a 2 boxes of wraps per week with the loyal customer plan, and you're at 400 PBV. So it's simple, guys. Sell skinny packs, sell wraps, you'll get there. Simple. There also is a breakdown that lists the BV amounts for each sale. Get familiar with that. Not all the time does what it costs dollar amount equal out exactly to what it costs BV amount. So for an example, a box of wraps is $59, but it's 54 BV. So just know that. But you can also find that list in the document library of your eSuite. Next point is my favorite, right? The steps to success. People say, oh, how can I get to where you are? How can I get to beyond where you are? How can I get to diamond or wherever their goal is? And what I love to tell them, and it's the honest truth, guys, the only difference between me right now sitting here talking to you as a triple diamond and you starting your business today, last week, this month, is I've just completed my steps to success more times than you have. That's the only thing that separates us, guys. And that's pretty awesome because it's not rocket science, this business. It's not going to require for you to know quantum physics and, the theory of relativity and all this other madness. You just have to know how to get 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors, right? If you can get that and do that consistently, set out to do it once a month. If you can do that, you guys are going to be golden, okay? That's all you got to do. 4 loyal customers, 3 distributors. This is my distributor hand, my loyal customer hand. And once you do that, just show someone else how to do the same thing, right? Those 3 DTs that you get, show them how to get 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors themselves. And that's really all that the business is. It's so awesome. It's just so simple. It's the steps to success. It's like the yellow brick road. If you follow it, you're going to get to the witch or whatever they do with the yellow brick road. The next step that I want to go over is planning a party, okay? When you start, the first thing that you should do, guys, is get a party planned. That's really going to help for you to launch your business. Okay, that's going to help to get it off the ground. Okay, now a party doesn't have to be, anything extravagant or ginormous or boomerama, exaggeration, whatever that stuff that you see on car dealerships. Blowout sale extravaganza. All a wrap party is just 2 to 3 people, that come over to your house, you go over to theirs, you have some water, you have some wraps, and you have your party pad, and you talk to them about, this is what the wrap is, who's rapping, me, okay, give me the money, here's the wrap, let me put it on you, before picture, after picture, put them together, boom, look at that magic. Okay, talk to them about becoming a loyal customer. Talk to them about becoming a distributor. The wonderful thing at a wrap party is they're going to do 1 of 3 things, right? They're either going to pay you for a wrap, become a loyal customer, become a distributor. You win 1, 2, 3. You win 3 ways. No matter what they can tell you, you're still going to win. So that's the first thing. Some good examples rather of how to get a party set up would be this. When you first get your kit, first thing I want you to do, guys, wrap. Okay, you get a free box that comes in your kit. Wrap. Okay, take your before and after picture, and I want you to text it to everyone in your phone. Right, every contact that's in your phone, along with the message that says, "Have you tried that crazy wrap thing yet?" And if you send that off to them, they're gonna say yes, no, or what the heck is that? And then you just start talking to them about it. Say, hey, here's my own personal results with it. Hey, by the way, I'm having a party this Friday or next Saturday. Love for you to come out. You can try one for my friends and family discount of $25, and they'll come on out and they'll try a wrap. That's all that it is. Another really awesome way to promote a party would be to have like a mommy's night out, like a mom's night out, or a girl's night out. You can do like a salon happy hour, so go to your favorite spot that you get your hair done at and, see if you can host a little party after hours there. That'd be pretty awesome. One thing that you want to stay away from alcohol. So at the girls' night out, typically it's like, oh, let's kick back some wine or, blah, blah, blah. So instead of cocktails or wine, just use like fruit-infused water. That goes over pretty well. Something else that you can do is, or rather when you're at the parties, get your friends excited about learning how to get better health, how to have better wellness. That's what you're here for. So, just kind of some key pointers. Regular wrap parties work just as fine too. So, you don't have to be super creative. The whole goal with the wrap party, guys, honestly, is to get you to be able to talk about your product in front of people, and to get you to be able to, make your investment back, sell some wraps for cash and, leave with some loyal customers, leave with some distributors, so it's pretty awesome. The next part is what we love to refer to as blitzing, right? Basically, blitzing is just talking about your business, sharing the product with someone. There's 2 ways to blitz. You guys can blitz online through social networking, such as Facebook, Instagram, share pictures, things like that. You guys can also blitz in person. You're going to get 5 blitz cards that's going to be located in your business builder kit. Write your name, phone number on those cards, take them out and hand people a coupon. Say, hey, here's a coupon. Have you tried the crazy wrap thing yet? This is what it is. Flip it over. This is what it does. Tighten tones and firms the skin. See results in as little as 45 minutes. That's all that it is. People are going to literally say, what is this? How do I get it? Oh my God, I've seen this before. I'm so interested in it. It's going to pique their memory, and they're going to have a conversation with you about the product. The worst thing they can tell you is no. And that's okay. Someone says, oh, no, that's okay. It's perfectly fine. Don't be intimidated or afraid for someone to tell you no, because the way I look at it, you got to go out there and get your no's so you can get your yeses. You got to turn over all the stones, oh, that's a no. Okay, here's a yes. Oh, here's a yes. Here's a yes. But if you're intimidated or afraid that someone's going to tell you no, you're never going to get to your yes. So like no's are awesome because they just get you closer to your yes. Like, duh. The next part is work smarter versus harder, right? So what I mean by this is, whether I recruited you personally or whether someone else recruited you, you all fall in our downline. This is the reason why you're watching this video. We do this for a living, guys. Like, this is what we do. This is what we have success with, okay? We know what we're doing, so stick close to us. okay, and absorb that knowledge and that info that we have. You know, we're not going to steer you in the wrong direction, guys. I mean, we're all here together, one team, one mission. So the closer that you are to me, the closer that you are to your success in a sense. So, you know, I always love to say it, stay close to the coconut tree, because when those coconuts fall, they're going to bop you in your head. And those coconuts are knowledge. So make sure you get hit across the head a couple of times with some knowledge. The next part that I want to go over is don't get discouraged. There's no reason to get discouraged, guys. Another one of the pitfalls that some people have in a business is like they'll get their kit and then they say, "Oh, I'm so discouraged." You just got your kit yesterday. Like, you haven't even started your business yet. You know, like, it's okay. Like, you know, it's a process. You know, and that leads me to my next one is trust the process. You know, there's a process that we have, guys. It's foolproof. Like, we've been able to get, I don't know, at this point in time, I think maybe 14 or 15 people good bonuses, you know, diamond and above. We kind of know what we're doing. So just trust the process. You know, everything that I just went over earlier in the video, do that. You know, for everything that you tell me that you won't do, you take a zero off your check, you know. So, hey, you know, come in this business, be excited, ears open, eyes wide, follow the steps, trust the process, you'll have success. It's foolproof. That's why they call it the steps of success. Like, you're going to get it. So it's awesome. And the next part, or the last part rather, is build momentum, right? And consistency is key in building momentum, right? So, for example, when you start a business, start it, go and do it. You know, don't start, then stop, then come back and start, then stop, then go for a little while and then stop. No, man. Build momentum. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. Once you get started, nothing's going to stop you. Keep doing it, right? Because what's going to happen is you're going to have results. You're going to have happy customers to try to wrap. You're going to have happy people who want to join your team as a customer. You're going to have excited people who want to join your team as a distributor, you know? So have that momentum, man. Like, success loves speed. You don't have to build this business slow. You can build it fast, but you do have to be consistent. Okay? I didn't get to where I was today without being consistent. There are people that rely upon me. There are people who join my team because I inspired them. And I can't take a day off, you know, because they want what I have and I want to give them what I have. So be consistent, okay? Just a couple of things that you guys need to know and absorb into you if you want to go from newbie to Ruby. It's not hard. You know, it's really quite easy, to be honest with you. You just have to listen and do. If you listen and do, you can get there, because we literally tell you exactly how to get there. So I hope this video helps. I hope you guys rewatch it and watch it over and over and over again, because I definitely want to make sure that you guys truly know and understand these concepts. That's all I got for you. You know, I mean, if you guys have any questions, you know where to find us at. Hit us up on Facebook, text me, Instagram, whatever it is. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Congratulations once again, and I look so forward to working with you all. So take care, guys.